Hello everyone, Becca here from Willow Hill Designs. Welcome to my channel and Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2023. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday celebration. We did. We had a wonderful time with family. And so we begin a new year. And today I'll be working on Margarete Miller's weekly planner challenge. And please excuse my voice. I still have my little grandson's cold, which seems to be hanging on for dear life. So please pardon the scratchy voice. But in the very first prompt for the year, the challenge for the year, the prompts are any kind of transportation, a library card, a zoo animal, your handwriting, stained paper, and bonus a sticker. And I'm using this Strathmore book, sketchbook. I chose the larger book, and so I think it'll be interesting to try to fill these pages however I choose to do it. So for any kind of transportation, I chose skiing, cross-country skiing. My husband and I used to cross-country ski a lot, and it's a fun way to travel. And I know in Europe, back in the day, they did that quite a bit, traveling around. I know when our street would be so full of snow, we would get our skis out and ski down the road. This was farmland, so there was not houses then, and a lot of houses, so it was kind of nice. We had fun doing that. So that's one type of transportation. I also chose another one. I just had this little image and I loved it. Thought it was so cute. So it's an old bi-wing airplane. I thought that was so cute, so I chose that. And another form of transportation, gosh, I guess I went crazy with the transportation, is snowshoes. Another way to get from here to there, if you're in lots of snow in the north, is snowshoes. So that was another one that I chose. A library card, I've already glued that down just because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get everything positioned the way I wanted it to, if I would remember the way I had it done. A zoo animal, I chose a polar bear just because that skier kind of made me think of a cold and the climate with snow and polar bear. Excuse me, I think you would see them in the zoo. I know I've seen bears in the zoo. Your handwriting, I just wrote a little something on here, on this little piece of paper, 2023, count your blessings. These are things I'd like to keep in mind for the year as I begin the new year, and hopefully it will carry through to count your blessings, to be grateful, to be kind, and to stop and smell the roses. So those are the things that I wrote down, and I thought they're a nice way to begin thinking about the new year ahead. Stained paper. I took some distress oxide ink, and I just I put some of my stamp on a little saucer and put a little water in it, and I just did some spattering and pressed the stamp pad on there a little bit and just did some staining on a few pieces of paper. And I used the Ranger Distress Oxide Rustic Wilderness, that was one. And I used Iced Spruce by Ranger. I love this color. I think that's beautiful. And I also used Black Soot by Ranger. And I thought that just kind of gave a nice edge to the pictures. And the bonus, a sticker. I had this little sticker It actually had sort of a kind of a rainbow, I guess, all in black and white over it, and I just cut that off, excuse me, just because I didn't think I could fit that. So, let's see. So the library card is down, and I think next I'll put the skier on here. He looks like he's having a great time cross-country skiing. It's almost like jogging, really, or running when you really get into the rhythm of it. And it's so nice when it's quiet and all you can hear is snow falling, or just kind of the crunching of the snow under your feet. It's really nice. Kind of a sport that you can meditate a little bit. And let's see, I guess we'll put our skier here. And again, I went around these edges with that iced, what was it again? Iced spruce. Around these edges, I love the look that it gave. And let's see, now this, I have this top border that I'm going to use on the page, and I just loved it because, again, pine cones, the spruces, it just kind of made me think of all of this scenery. I thought that was pretty. This came from a calendar, and I want to say it was one of the Boys Town calendars that they send me, and all of their pages are bordered with these different edges, and I love them. I think they're so pretty. So I cut them off of that calendar. It's an older calendar, and I saved these borders. I thought that they would come in handy. And on this piece, I just, again, inked around the edges of it, and I used my Derwent pencils to add some color to the page. I colored in the pine cones and the pine needles and the little buds on the pine trees. So I liked that look that it would give my page, the feel. And this was, oh no, actually this is a 2023 calendar. I have a couple of them. They send me so many things. They send me planners and almanacs and pads just for donating to them, which I think it's a worthwhile cause. But I have a couple of their calendars, so I guess I'll put that there. Makes me feel as if I'm kind of out in the forest, and there's definitely a sound to skis as a skier is going by, and I can kind of hear that sound of them slicing through the snow if it's very cold. So that would be my skier, and my seal, I put him down a little bit, but I think he's a little bit too high. My seal, let's move him up a touch if I can. I can get him up. Yes, okay. So I think I'll put my seal on next. I guess so, yes. Trying to remember how I had this. And I actually surprised myself. I filled this whole page almost. And let's see, let's put our seal here. I also inked around the edge of the seal, and I put a strip of that stained paper there as well. And I will put this strip here along the edge of that page for my stained strip, or stained paper. That was kind of fun to do. Kind of an interesting, I just took a paintbrush and added a little bit of water to the oxide ink and just spattered a bit, dabbed a little bit. I think that gave it kind of an interesting look. Let's see, make sure that's down. And let's see, I guess next we'll do our polar bear. Has to fit in here somewhere. And also I have this library card that I already glued down, and I have a book by Anne Labastille, who was an Adirondack woodswoman, and just this whole vibe here made me think of the Adirondacks, the pines and the skier, and not polar bears. Not that I know of. I don't think there are any, excuse me, in the Adirondacks, but I thought that would be nice to add to the library card if you were going to the library to get a book. So I guess I will put my polar bear here. I don't know if he should be straight or if he should be at an angle. Let's see, I guess I'll put her here. Could put my bear at an angle. Okay. Or should she be like that? I guess maybe I'll put her like that. I love all these images, so this was another fun one. I love the theme as well. I guess we'll put her a little bit askew. And our bear as well. Okay. And I forgot to mention that I had also found this image of a little seal, which again made me think of polar bears, the seal. I know there are seals in the zoo as well, and that kind of seemed to go with the winter theme here. The little seal is on the beach in the snow, so I thought I would include that little seal on this page as well. And again, I glued some strips of that paper that I had stained onto the polar bears. And I kind of felt like they went together. That polar bear looks like he might be looking at that seal. Hope he's not going to bother it. And my snowshoes I thought I might put down here. When you're snowshoeing, you definitely see all kinds of animals, depending on where you live or where you're snowshoeing. Will depend on the kind of animals that you see. So I thought I would add those there. And again, I went around the edges of those with that iced spruce by Ranger I love that. And my writing, I thought that I would put my writing maybe here. And I also have my little plane, which I thought might go up in the sky somewhere, flying overhead, as our friend here is skiing. This little image was from a Stamperia pad. I think it was a pad on transportation, if I'm not mistaken. But I just loved the look. It looked kind of nostalgic and vintagey, and I'll put him up in the air. Maybe Anne Labastille saw some bi-wing planes flying overhead in the Adirondacks while she was there. And lastly, I have my stamp, a sticker, which I thought might be nice to put under the little seal, to be kind to them. When you hear about the clubbing of these little seals, oh my goodness, it's just heartbreaking. And lastly, I guess my handwriting will go here. I think that's everything. Okay, that should do it. Boy, you can tell I loved that iced spruce. I definitely put it on all the pages, on all the elements. I love it. Love that. Oh my gosh. I love that color in pottery as well. My children buy me things in that color. So I think that should do it for the first week of the year. And I'll just check to make sure any kind of transportation, cross-country skiing, plane, snowshoeing. So I have 3 kinds there, a library card here. And actually this says Walt Whitman on this library card, so that was kind of interesting. A zoo animal, the bear and the seal would be zoo animals. Your handwriting, my thoughts for the year. Stained paper, that would be this strip that I stained with the oxide inks, and here and here and here. And bonus a sticker, which is Be Kind, and I put that there. So that is everything, and that is my page. I'll show you a close-up of my page. With everything on it. And my thoughts for the year: to remember to count our blessings, to be grateful, to be kind, and to stop and smell the roses, most importantly. And this page, I just put my prompt and just a little image on there to sort of dress that up. And the way that I'll work with this format is I'll be putting my page, my collage on the right and my prompts on the left, so the next collage will go here. Hopefully that works out okay. And this big page was kind of fun this time. It seemed to fill up. I wasn't sure how I would fill it up. I was going to do some watercolor painting around the edges, but it worked out that it kind of filled the page. So thank you very much for joining me today, for following along. And anyone that wants to join, again, I know other people have mentioned it, but it's Margarete Miller's Weekly Collage Planner Challenge for 2023. And the hashtag is 2023 CWP1. And you can go there on YouTube and see other people's videos. You can also go on Instagram and see people's photos as well of their pages. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.